Really? This might be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Well, this is yet another taste test, for reasons that I still don't understand.
That makes sense.
Like halfway into my actually not minding it, I got like a really bad taste of candy corn. Like I don't know how they did that. It's almost like the Willy Wonka candy that changes flavors as you eat it. Like, if you like Sierra Mist, you'll probably like this. I don't honestly like the new Sierra Mist as much as the old Sierra Mist, and this tastes a lot like the new Sierra Mist.
Well, just when you think it can't get any dumber, Mountain Dew comes up with, honestly, probably the dumbest flavor I've ever heard of. Alright, yeah, this is pretty awful.
Oh. Yeah, this is definitely not as good as the Holiday Brew last year. Not that that was anything amazing, but yeah, this is a step back, I think. Like, I really don't know how Mountain Dew comes up with this stuff. I'm waiting for the Thanksgiving flavor that tastes like turkey.
Why this was a thing, I have no idea. Oh, God, why am I still drinking this? This might be the worst soda I've ever had. And I've had some bad ones.
Alright, Mountain Dew, we gotta talk. You gotta stop with all these flavors. A lot of them aren't even that good. A lot of them, quite frankly, nobody even asked for. And the ones that people do ask for, you don't even bring back or even attempt to make something good. So as you guys know, over the past way too long, I've tried a number of the Mountain Dew variety flavors, whatever you want to call them. You know, you got Baja Blast, that's only available at Taco Bell until they bottled it. Sangrita Blast, which was something else. I lose track of them all. Some of them are decent, I'll admit. A lot of them are just stupid. They made a flavor for Batman called Dark Berry. I guess they were bored. I don't know. And that's kind of what I want to get to is, I think Mountain Dew's got to stop. Like, they either have to stop making all these other flavors or find some way to keep a lot of them, or just stop making all these flavors. Because it started with Code Red way back when. And then there was the Democracy. For those of you who don't know, the Democracy, which as far as I'm concerned is a total sham and a very stupid marketing idea, involved 3 different flavors of Mountain Dew that they introduced back in 2008. Revolution, Voltage, and Supernova. You may not have heard of a few of those. You probably heard of Voltage because that was the one that won. So what happened to the other 2? Well, they were scrapped off into oblivion. So fans of those drinks can pretty much no longer get them. They did bring back Supernova briefly for some stupid thing that they were like, oh look, we dangled it in front of you. So yeah, basically that. Pitch Black is another promotional flavor that's been in and out of the lineup. But so sticking to the Democracy. So they did 2 Democracies. I can't believe I'm saying Democracy. So they did 2 of these little flavor vote things. The second wave saw flavors called Typhoon, Distortion, and Whiteout in 2010. And Whiteout was the winning flavor. Whiteout is actually very delicious in my opinion. It's a very unique take on Mountain Dew. It's like a smooth citrus flavor. Very good, very refreshing. I can understand why it won. And yeah, what happened to Whiteout? Well, recently Mountain Dew announced officially, which I kind of already figured, that Whiteout is being discontinued. I actually saw a Twitter post in which somebody asked about it, and Mountain Dew said, oh, we're not selling it, but we'll look into it. Yeah, they're not going to look into it. They don't care. They haven't cared about any of these things. They never bring back Revolution, which I've never tried, but I hear it's good. They never bring back, you know, they brought back Supernova once in 2011 for like 3 months. It was back by popular demand. They love their stupid names. Does this one sound familiar? The Decision. 2016, they brought back Pitch Black and Baja Blast in bottles. And there was going to be another great vote, which they may as well just cancel the vote entirely. So yeah, whoever won between those 2 would be a permanent flavor. Well, guess what? Pitch Black won, which it should have, in my opinion. It was very good. But they were both good, and that's the other thing that I'll get to. But anyway, Pitch Black won, and it was kept on board as a permanent flavor. Permanent flavor. And that was discontinued. So what are we doing here? Now, in the meantime, you know, as if this wasn't asinine enough, you got flavors like Livewire and Maui Blast and just other stuff. Frostbite may or may not be a permanent flavor. I don't know. So you get these flavors that Mountain Dew decides, you know what, we'll just keep those anyway because, I don't know, we will. Who voted for Livewire? I didn't. You probably didn't because there was no vote. And even if you had, they would probably just remove it anyway. Because Livewire is one of those weird ones that, I don't know about you guys, I live in the Northeast, I can find it maybe like half the year and then it's kind of gone for a bit. It's no big loss to me if I can't find it. Baja Blast just randomly returns. I thought that was the loser of the decision. Maybe I don't understand how this works. Maybe voting is backwards now. And then, on top of that, to add insult to insult, every so often Mountain Dew decides it's a good idea to just throw stuff at the wall and see what happens. So that's when we get great flavors like Dew SA and Liberty Brew, which were released for Independence Days of different years. And Dew SA is a great idea, let me tell you right now. They took 3 flavors, red, white, and blue, 3 flavors, Code Red, Voltage, and Whiteout, and decided, that's a soda, that's a good idea. And they called it Dew SA because instead of USA, it's Dew SA. And it's garbage. It tastes terrible. And luckily that didn't stay, because if that one stayed, I'd be really freaking pissed. That one didn't stay. That was another promotion. And now, like every Halloween and every Christmas and every winter solstice, we need a new Mountain Dew to kind of reflect our moods, which right now is anger. But we need a new Mountain Dew to get us hyped for the holidays. We need the Christmas brew, the holiday brew, the Christmas clash, the thing. Just stop. Just stop it, Mountain Dew, all right? Just either release like 2 flavors or release none, because you're pissing off your fans who actually like some of those flavors you got rid of, and then you're just got people like me scratching their heads when you release a flavor every Wednesday for no freaking reason. It's like, oh, it's Mountain Dew cactus flavor. It's like, no, just stop. Just stop it. Narrow it down or don't do it at all. It's just stupid. And now back to the Dewmocracy and why this is such a dumb marketing idea. You're basically releasing 3 products at a time to your fans, and there's only one way the Dewmocracy can work well, in my opinion, and I'll get to that. But basically, as it is, they release 3 flavors that I'm assuming they think are good, otherwise they wouldn't release them. Let's take Supernova, Voltage, and Revolution as an example. They release 3 flavors. Guess what? No matter who wins in that race, you've pissed off 67% of your fans, approximately. Think about that. Whoever wins that race, because as much as I hate Voltage, there are some people who liked it. It obviously won the vote. Fine. But what if somebody liked Supernova? Well, go screw yourself. What if somebody liked Revolution? Go with the Supernova people. Basically, Mountain Dew's telling you that your opinion isn't good enough, and they've axed your favorite flavor, whatever it might have been. So they released 3 of them, so they can clearly make them. It's not like they're strapped for resources. But they decide, only one of them is worthy to stay in our great lineup of sodas. So, okay, the premise already is to piss off 2/3 of your fan base. Then the second Dewmocracy may as well have not even happened, because the same thing happens, and I understand people don't like distortion. I never tried it. But people like Typhoon. In fact, I saw some funny comments on Twitter saying Typhoon died for this, meaning Whiteout, because Whiteout beat Typhoon. But guess what? Whiteout's sitting in the same graveyard with the other flavors, so why do it? Why do it? And I get it. It's a cool gimmick. It's a cool idea. Until you realize what it really means, 5 or 10 years down the line when you can't find any of these things, So why make them? And I know things do this all the time. There's always limited time promotions. McDonald's has the McRib, and other places have things that they have seasonally or once in a while. But it's like with Mountain Dew, they just don't know what they're doing. They just throw stuff at a wall, and, I don't even think they like them. Sometimes I don't think they've even tried them. Like Liberty Brew. How the heck did that make it past quality control? I think they just throw some stuff in a bottle and just make a logo for it and go, why not? We'll make a few extra bucks. It's awful. And then you got Mountain Voodoo, the candy corn flavored, who the hell thought that was a good idea soda? And yeah, I know you guys will say, I've tried them in the past and I thought they were okay. I thought they were okay. A lot of them were okay. But that's, why? If I can drink a soda and suffer through it, great. Is that the business model that Mountain Dew is going for here? Well, you know what? They'll buy it anyway, and heck, it'll taste okay. No. And I know, there's really nothing I can do about this. There's nothing any of us can do about it, because God knows there's a million fan groups out there. Bring back Supernova, bring back Revolution, bring back Typhoon. They're not listening. They don't care. They might do another backed by popular demand. There's always some rumor. Some of the rumors are true, but a lot of them aren't. There's always some rumor. I heard they were going to repackage Whiteout and call it Arctic Blast. I heard that the new Frostbite flavor was just another Revolution. Well, it's not. And that's the other thing now. Now it's like people like me who are desperate for Mountain Dew Whiteout, we have to settle for something that might taste like it. They might make a flavor like something, oh, well, I heard it tastes like Whiteout. Oh, good. You know what else tasted like Whiteout? Whiteout! So, keep Whiteout. I don't get it. It's stupid. I think some flavors made sense. I think Livewire, as much as I'm just okay on it, makes sense to have an orange Mountain Dew. I think it makes sense to have a grape Mountain Dew like Pitch Black. And then if you want to say some of the other crazier off-the-wall ones are more temporary, then fine. I think there are other ways they can handle it. Again, I know Pepsi's not watching this video, but if they are, I think a seasonal approach would be very good. I think you could have Whiteout available in the winter months, maybe Pitch Black available in the fall. You do Baja Blast in the summer. and then maybe spring you do like Frostbite or some other one, maybe Typhoon or something. You know, like you can make it work. You can, you know, a few months of the year you cycle them out, or maybe they're available at certain stores like they have with Walmart having Frostbite. Maybe Target can get a flavor. But right now it's just dumb. Because I don't know about you guys, the only flavors I can get are Mountain Dew, Code Red, and Voltage. So basically Mountain Dew, because the other two are just not worth talking about in my opinion. And that's fine that people like those. You know, what if Mountain Dew decided to axe Code Red? I mean, they'd be right, it's in the streets. So obviously they're not going to do that. But it really just gets to me. I know it's just a soda, but you guys know how I feel about Whiteout. I love it. It's a delicious soda. That's the other thing, is I've always considered, what if they just didn't even call it Mountain Dew? Like, what if Pepsi just made some other sodas? Because there are some unique ideas in there, but they get tied down by the Mountain Dew brand. Like, instead of calling it Whiteout, call it, like, Arctic Cola or something, you know? Like, instead of Typhoon, call it, like, you know, I don't know, Tropical Fizz or something. Like, they're marketing, they can figure something out. But instead it's got to be Mountain Dew Whiteout, Mountain Dew Typhoon. Like, so now it's like, well, we can't have too many Mountain Dews. It's like, you're the company. Like, you can do whatever you want. This idea that there's a gun to the Pepsi CEO's head and we have to decide which flavor dies is just kind of stupid to me. Like, they're making the soda. They can make as much Whiteout as they want. They can make as much Pitch Black as they want. And you know, just to be fair, I'll say they can make as much Liberty Brew as they want, okay? Because even though I didn't like it, maybe somebody liked it. So the point being, you know, Mountain Dew just yanks you around. That's really all they do. And I realize that the people who really try the variant flavors are probably part of a hardcore group. Like, I think the average schmo just gets regular Mountain Dew anyway. I know that's what I did for many years, and I still do. I kind of wish I never found out about these variants, because the more I learn, the more I'm like, why? What are we doing here? So anyway, I've kind of rambled enough. I just had to get that out there. Just stop it, Mountain Dew. Just stop it. At best, you make an okay flavor, and then, heck, it's almost better if you make an okay flavor, because if you make a good flavor, you're just going to, like, get rid of it. That was my last point. The only way that democracy could have worked and made people happy, and this is stupid, but they would have to make one really good flavor that's so obviously better than the other two, so that the other two are lousy, and then you go, oh yeah, I'm glad that one won, because like 70% of people would vote for the good one. That's the only way it would work, because then everybody feels good about it. Oh, well, they got rid of those two trashy flavors. But that's dumb. You're not going to purposely make two bad flavors. But that's the only way, in my opinion, that the democracy could work and not, like, hurt feelings. But that's just me. That's what I think about Mountain Dew. I've seen similar sentiment on the internet, so I know I'm not alone in that regard. But what do you guys think? What's your favorite Mountain Dew variant flavor that you wish they'd bring back? And, you know, do you think it's fair or even right that they have these little contests and don't even honor the results? So that's just my 2 cents on it. I look forward to reading your comments below. Keep on trucking, I guess.